Robert Potter. Mr. Potter, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 17th, 2024, at 1:10 a.m. in the morning, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's motor vehicle after observing it traveling at a high rate of speed, 67 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. Upon contact, the officer observed the defendant to be the driver and sole occupant and observed him with slurred speech, strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and bloodshot, glassy eyes. The defendant admitted to drinking and scored himself as a 5 on a 1 to 10 intoxication scale. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 2 out of 4. The officer observed the defendant to be disoriented, drowsy, had slow and sluggish reactions, was uncoordinated, unsteady, as well as disoriented during the tests. An inventory search of the defendant's vehicle revealed a 12-pack of 12-ounce Modelo's in the back seat, as well as a 6-pack of 14-ounce Michelob Ultra with 1 container left. The DICs were read and the defendant consented to breath, the results being .097 and .099.
Is there any evidence that he's consuming while he's driving?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Potter, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Do you have valid liability insurance?
Yes, sir.
In your name?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Can you run his license, please? Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, Mr. Potter, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How old are you, sir?
19.
What do you do for a living?
Gold maker. Work. No phone.
How much money do you make a month? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I'll get you with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Be careful. Don't use. I don't care what your excuse is. If I find that you're using, there's a one-way trip. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Come on.
All right, Judge. Next is
You said paid at 8?
case 8.
Okay. Tatiana Green. Good morning. Ms. Green, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. The complainant and the defendant have been married for 3 years. On November 17, 2024, officers were dispatched to a welfare check at a residence in Harris County, Texas, where the officers met with the complainant, who stated that the defendant and the complainant were having marriage issues due to the defendant cheating. The complainant stated that on November 17th, he observed the complainant laying on the couch he observed the defendant laying on the couch talking to another man on the phone. An argument then ensued. The complainant stated the defendant grabbed a curtain rod and hit him twice on the leg while he was laying in bed. The complainant stated he called 911 because he was worried about safety and needed help. Just before the officers arrived, the defendant bit the complainant's left arm, causing pain. The officer observed the injury on the complainant's arm.
Do we know if he wants to have contact with her?
I'll read the RIF, but RIF was performed, so.
Okay. Ms. Green, it looks like a protective order has been issued in this case. Get to know it. If you violate it, the state will file additional charges against you. A violation of protective order, it's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Until I know that he wants to have contact with you, I'm barring you from having any contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. So it appears that the complainant does not want contact and the complainant is moving out in order to make sure no contact.
Okay, do you have a child with this person?
No, sir.
Great. I don't want to talk about the case.
It's not about the case. The apartment that we have together is my apartment, but right now, since I got out, I've been at my grandma's.
So for now, right, this bars you from going to the Westmead place, right? So You need a lawyer to represent you in this case. You need a lawyer to represent you in this case, ma'am. Do you work?
I do work. I just started working. Whenever I was in court for like,
You get a lawyer for the magistration.
I didn't talk to anyone.
Okay, so what kind of money do you make a month?
Nothing right now.
How do you support yourself? Okay. Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Yes.
The other option is you can go hire one. What would you like? Okay. Actually, I have one. So I have an affidavit already filled out. So what we'll do is I'll have you just sign a receipt with Victoria. I'll have you sign here the order for protection, and then we'll have you take a seat. Don't leave until you sign our additional bond conditions, and then we'll have you talk to the lawyer here momentarily.
Okay.
Okay? Please, ma'am.
It was already signed, Judge.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we'll just need to sign the reset, and then we'll have you take a seat. No, come up. No, the deal is that he's moving out, she's moving out.
He is moving out, and he previously told the prosecutor on the case that he has a new place, but I see on the MOP that it does list the apartment that belongs to the
Got it.
defendant. Yes.
Okay, I want you to go back, but I want to make sure that the person is out first, because I don't want you to go back. He's there and boom, just,
And don't talk about the facts of the case, just talk
No,
about
no,
his
no.
situation. Yeah.
My lease is up on the 7th of December, so I'm okay. I just need to get my personal belongings.
But if he's not living there, Your Honor, I mean,
I just don't know if he's still there. Do
I could reach out to him.
you mind real quick?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, they're going to try to reach out to him real quick to see if he's still there. If he's not, and he's gone,
He's still there.
until what day?
Until December 2nd.
Oh, okay.
is he on the lease too?
No, I mean, he doesn't have to leave. I'm with my grandma. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Sure?
Yes. Yes.
Well, is there also, is
I don't want to exclude you from your own home.
there a no contact too?
It's okay because
Yeah,
Yes, Judge. Yes.
get a no contact because he
What's a
doesn't,
no contact?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's over. Allegedly.
Till next month?
I don't know. You never know. Time heals, right?
Okay, so you're for sure not going back there. But he's
I
gonna
can
be,
get back.
but what about December 2nd when he leaves? Do you need to go back? You said December 2nd he's getting out of there?
Well, he gonna communicate with my mom and my sister. That's how we've been conversing.
So let's do this. I'm gonna have Alex reach out to him. At a minimum, let's see when he's gonna go out. That way you have an idea. He's gone and you can go back because
Can your family go get your stuff if need be?
Yeah. I mean,
probably a lot of stuff.
And the reason we're bringing this up is because if you go to that address
I know.
and he calls the cops,
I know.
even if he tells you, invites you, even if he's gone, you will get charged
I know.
with a new charge, and I don't want that happening. So if he's out December 2nd, his last day, do you want to come back to court December 3rd? And we can,
I have to remove that residence restriction off. So if you go back, you don't get in trouble.
You don't have to do because I'm about to move. My lease is over.
right, but who's gonna get your stuff out of it?
But it's because it's only right that he lives the rest there because he paid the rent for this month.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to
I
get
understand.
her to get her stuff out without getting in
I'm
trouble.
gonna get it. My sister will get it for me. They don't-
Okay,
Ms. Green, you've got a great lawyer. If you ever need anything, reach out to Greg.
Yes, sir.
Greg knows how to get a hold of me and we can always work something out.
Yes, sir.
Just the worst possible thing you can do is take matters into your own hands, go over there, or because you'll end up picking up a new charge and then things will really go sideways quick. So just please don't. If you ever have any questions, reach out to Greg, he'll always talk to you and yeah, I mean, we're always here as well.
Okay.
We live here. So
okay, so then just I'll do a regular reset, and if you need something moved up, let me know and I'll get you here.
Okay.
Okay?
okay, all right, man.
All right,
Am I able to leave?
not yet, I'm gonna give you a reset.
Let's get you the reset, all the paperwork.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay, thanks, Greg. Anna, do you speak English, sir?
Sería muy difícil.
Flores José Antonio.
Acérquese aquí al centro. Solamente mire el juez y le contesta con respeto en español.
Claro que sí.
Florencio Martinez Vázquez Guillermo,
Sí,
Guillermo, yes, solo mire el juez.
charged with driving while intoxicated.
Solo mire el juez, por favor.
sí.
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and/or $2,000 fine.
De dormir.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney appointed if you cannot afford one, sir.
Todo para usted si usted no puede pagar por su propio. Solo quédese mirando el juez, por favor.
On November 17th, 2024, the officer conducted a traffic stop after observing the defendant's motor vehicle run a red light. Upon contact with the defendant, who was the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle, the officer observed the defendant with bloodshot eyes and a moderate odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant admitted to drinking and advised that he was coming from a party. Standard field sobriety tests were performed. HGN, 6 out of 6. Walk and turn, 5 out of 8. One leg stand, 2 out of 4. Inventory search of the vehicle reveals one open 12-ounce bottle of Modelo.
Drinking while driving?
Al estar manejando,
DICs were read and the defendant consented to correct. The results being .122 and .126.
Mr. Vasquez Guillermo, I'm going to find that there's
vamos a
probable
hallar qué causa
cause.
razonable para
Hey,
continuar adelante.
Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
Solo mira el juez, por favor.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Eso sin permiso.
No, sin permiso.
No, without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Si usted va a una cárcel, acérquese, señor, y no me mire, por
Sí.
favor, solo al juez. ¿Qué pasa si usted va a una cárcel?
No, pues, no sé. No sé.
Well, I don't know.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Todo sin permiso.
O sea, entré con permiso, me quedé.
I entered with permission, but I stayed, I remained.
If you go to jail
Usted va a una cárcel,
and immigration finds you, Mr. Vasquez, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you will be shipped off to immigration where you will sit for another 6 to 9 months waiting for immigration to do whatever they're going to do. I would hope that you recognize it's elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you're driving. And it is a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence you get
que usted reciba,
Sí,
if they allege the open container. I will tell you now that immigration sweeps it every single day. So if you spend more than 6 hours in custody, you will be stuck like Chuck with an immigration detainer. I am now putting conditions on your bond, and if I find that you violate these conditions, you will go to jail in a moment's notice. And I don't care if you're kicking and screaming. Do you understand?
¿entiende, señor? Sí, señor, o no, señor.
sí, entiendo.
You are not allowed to drive. And you will be signing with me today a promise that you're not going to drive. I don't care what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, to jail you will go.
Cárcel irá usted.
Likewise, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If you test positive for alcohol or drugs, likewise, you will go into jail.
De igual manera la va a ir a una cárcel.
Está bien, está bien.
That's fine, that's fine.
Any priority to be eyes?
No, Your Honor.
Ninguno, señor. Solo mire el juez, por favor.
Sí.
Entienda eso.
Sí.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. This is an affidavit. I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Vasquez, look at me.
Míreme,
This is the only
es la única
warning you will get from me.
recibir de parte mía.
One violation whatsoever. I'm going to keep you with me.
Voy a mantenerlo usted conmigo.
Do you understand?
¿Entendió eso, señor?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, come up here, swear to us that you're not to drive. We'll get you to Victoria and then we'll get you with Felicia for your bond condition.
All right, Judge, next is page 22, White.
Good morning, Ms. White. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. The complainant and the defendant are married. On November 16th, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in reference to an assault. The officer met with the complainant, who stated the defendant and him had a verbal altercation that began the night prior, due to the defendant thinking the complainant was talking to another woman on the phone. The complainant stated he tried to sleep, but the defendant wouldn't stop arguing. The complainant stated that he slept in a separate bedroom, but the defendant came into the bedroom at 5 a.m. and started yelling at him, accusing him of cheating. The complainant stated he tried to walk out when the defendant struck him with a closed fist right between his eyes, causing him to feel pain and discomfort. The complainant stated he feared for his life and had no other choice but to call 911.
Okay, Ms. White, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do we know if he wants to have contact with her?
Let me see if a rip has been done, Your Honor.
Please.
No rip has been done, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't know if he wants to have contact with you, so until I know, I'm ordering you not to have contact with this person. A protective order has been issued in this case. I would suggest you get to know it, because if you violate the protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you, a violation of a protective order, and it's one of the worst cases that you can pick up. Do you understand, man? So you're not to have contact with this person and not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you work, man?
I do.
What do you do for a living?
I'm school bus driver,
What kind of money do you make a month?
$8,000 a month.
Okay, we're gonna reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box, so we'll get your bond commenced, you'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go in. Okay? Please. So no contact, no weapons.
Yes,
You were Aaron Durden?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Durden, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On November 14th, 2024, the officer was on a traffic stop in Harris County, Texas, with emergency lights activated when he heard an engine roaring of a performance motor vehicle and observed the defendant's Lamborghini on the feeder road traveling at least double the speed of moving traffic with a posted speed limit of 45 miles per hour. The officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle swerve in the feeder lanes and enter South Highway at a very high rate of speed without signaling a lane change. The officer terminated the traffic stop and attempted to catch the defendant. The officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle turning into a bar and initiated the traffic stop. The officer approached the motor vehicle and observed the odor of brakes and engine burning from aggressive driving. The officer observed the defendant to be the operator of the motor vehicle sitting behind the wheel and observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and watery eyes. The defendant stated he was coming from Captain Tom's and standard field sobriety tests were started. The defendant then complained he had poor balance, and the defendant fumbled through his wallet trying to find his Texas driver's license and stalled when answering where he was coming from. The defendant was searched and the officer found a receipt from a bar in the defendant's short pocket, and HEN eventually was conducted, finding 6 out of 6 clues. Walk and turn and one leg stand were refused. The D was read the DIC, but refused blood. A search warrant was obtained and executed.
All right, Mr. Durden, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. That is a blow and go that you put on your car to make sure that you don't have alcohol when you get into a car. If I find that you drive a car that doesn't have one, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, you will go to jail. No more PR bonds for you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Understand that we send notice to DPS in Austin so that any and all officers know if you get pulled over, you're to be driving a vehicle that has an interlock. And if you drive one that doesn't, they will immediately take you to jail. So beware that the all-seeing eye knows. You understand?
Yes, Judge.
We're going to give you time to hire lawyers. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You will then get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. All right?
Judge.
Okay. Please. Hi, Billy.
What do you say?
Jose Antonio Guzman Flores. So you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship. On November 16th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a residence in reference to a disturbance. The officer made contact with the complainant, who stated she and the defendant began to argue. When she discovered the defendant gave her an STD. The argument began as verbal. The complainant wanted to leave, and the defendant grabbed the complainant's wrist and began to pull her. The defendant then grabbed the complainant's purse, which was wrapped around her waist, and then began to pull her hair. The complainant and the defendant separated when officers arrived. The defendant stated he did not put his hand on the complainant by grabbing her wrist, and pulling her because he wanted her to calm down. The officer observed an injury to the complainant matching her statement.
So you said pull the hair, is that what you
He
said?
pulled her hair, yes, Your Honor.
And did you say that it hurt?
The complainant did state that she felt pain.
All right. Okay, Mr. Flores, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do we know if she wants to have contact with him? Yay or nay?
A RIP was performed, and let me see real quick.
Take your time. No rush. I don't see. All right, so
It does not appear she wants contact with the defendant, Your Honor.
no.
No
All right,
contact.
so, and I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Ms. Robles as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where.
The judge's warning is clear. One violation could trigger even more charges.
Cases against you, a violation of a protective order, and it's one of the worst misdemeanor cases you can pick up. So just stay away. Don't have contact with her. If she texts you, don't reply. If she calls you from an unknown number, hang up the phone. Just don't have any contact and everything will be fine. How old are you, sir?
22.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a technician right now.
And what kind of money do you make a month?
Sorry?
How much money do you make a month?
3,500 a month
And who do you live with?
with my mom.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you come up here. We'll have you sign for the order for protection. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We're going to get you out of here to hire a lawyer. After that, I'll have you take a seat while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go. Okay? Cool. If you can file no contact and no weapons.
Yes, sir.
3,